You may look at shoes as strictly a fashion statement, but I look at shoes as a health statement. Did you know that the shoes you choose to wear can determine how much foot pain, knee pain, back pain, and even neck pain can be in your life? Stay tuned. I'll teach you about shoes. Hey everybody, I know it's the holiday season. You're looking for Christmas gifts that are different and unique for your friends and family. Well, this month I have a special on my Amazon account with my book, The Stretch and Release. If you know someone with chronic pain or having problems with it, this is the perfect time to get it and a great gift because this book is a manual as to how to stop the chronic pain in your body. Get it now. It's on sale for just $15 on Amazon. Check it out. And be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get more and more of these important videos in your life. Welcome back to the Muscle Repair Shop. Today we're going to talk about shoes. And I know for most of you, and especially the ladies, shoes are very much a fashion statement. And so getting shoes that are good for your body and good for your feet, but also look nice is very difficult to get these days. But today, I'm going to give you some things you can look for in shoes that you buy and hopefully not only make your feet feel good and look good, but also keep your body healthy as well. So let's get started with the shoes that are not so good for us. Now, we see many shoes on the market. They have nice thick soles and they have these air pockets inside and they're supposed to make you walk like you're walking on air. And that sounds wonderful. And if you listen to what people are saying who sell shoes, they're telling you this keeps your foot comfortable and they're not wrong about that. It does keep your foot comfortable, but here's the problem. Number one, especially as you get older, there's 272 nerve endings on the bottom of your feet. Those nerve endings sends messages to the brain that tells you that the gradation of the ground changes from being one side or the other, slanted or not. And so that helps to protect you from falling down and to keep your balance. So the thicker the sole, the less those nerve endings can work in helping your brain prevent you from falling. More importantly, regardless of your age, when you have thicker sole shoes, it prevents your ankle from bending. Now that ankle bending, most people don't talk about, but is extremely important because when the shoe is too thick that it cannot bend at the arch, when you take a step, instead of bending at the ankle and pushing your body or propelling your body forward with your foot, you're actually propelling your body forward with your thigh, your quads on the front of your thighs. This can lead to back pain and neck pain. And most people would never guess that your shoes is where all of this started. So having a shoe that doesn't have a really thick sole is important. Now I'm going to show you a shoe later so you can get some idea of what I'm talking about here. Shoes with arch supports. People have sore arches and the muscles on the top of their feet in between their toes are usually very tight. And so when you step down, the arch of your foot works as a shock absorber, just like the shock absorbers on your car. When the arch cannot flex and go flat and expand to absorb the impact, your knee must take that on, and your knee was never designed to take that impact. That's what the foot was designed to do. Once you put in a hard arch support in your shoe or even have a smaller, softer one put into your shoe, you are limiting how much that arch can actually flex and how much it can actually absorb. And over a long period of time, you literally start to atrophy the muscles. Now, again, as you get older, this will help hurt you in trying to balance and not fall down. The muscles in between your toes on the top of your foot becomes real important because when you step down on your foot, the foot is supposed to spread, the toes are, and if the muscles on the top of the foot are tight, they cannot do that. Now, when you go back to the shoe, most of the shoes that we've all worn in the past had smaller toe box. And I realize that a wider toe box does not look very sexy, and I get that. But when you understand the health of your foot and how important it is, especially as you begin to age, you want that toe box to be wider. When you wear a shoe with a narrower toe box, or worse yet, a pointy toe shoe, it's like taking a rubber band and putting around your toes. Your toes are responsible for your balance, is the main part of that. If I wrap a rubber band around your toes, your balance will never be as good as it is when your foot is able to spread and widen back out. So wearing a shoe that has a wider toe box then becomes really important. Lastly, when you look at a shoe, all it's there for is just to protect the bottom of your foot. In each foot, you have 33 joints, 29 muscles, and 26 bones. The foot has to be able to flex. Think of it like your hands. If your hands were as solid as most of our feet are, we couldn't even open a door to get out of the house. So what we want is our foot to be flexible and pliable so that when we step down, it has the ability to help us balance, of course, with our calf muscles as well. From the knee down is where your balance really comes into play. And over time, if you allow these muscles to atrophy, you allow these muscles to get tight, then your balance comes into play and it usually is out of balance, and you're more likely to fall at an older age. When you're younger, you may not lose your balance as much because you have stronger hips and thighs. But what may happen when you're younger is it can lead to low back issues. It can lead to knee issues if you're a runner. It can lead to neck and shoulder issues, and may even start the beginning of head forward posture, because when you're walking with a thicker sole shoe and the ankle can't bend, what you'll notice, or what I notice with people when they walk, is that when they have those type of shoes on, when they walk forward, they're always leading with their nose. You should always be leading with your belly button. So when a human walks, what you want to do then is to step, push off with the back foot and catch yourself with the front foot. Think of an ice skater. They push off with the back foot, catch themselves with the front foot. You should do the same thing when you're walking. So let's get into what a good shoe would look like. So first off, you'll notice this shoe has a wider toe box. You see how much wider it is there. And really and truly, this is more of the shape of our feet. And this is the way it should be so that we can have proper balance. You'll notice that the sole on this shoe is not very thick. In fact, I can bend my shoe this way. Now, when I talk about shoes bending, I always get somebody who'll say, yeah, but I can bend it here. That has a little to do with what I'm talking about. When it can bend from here, what happens is now your ankle can bend and you can propel yourself with your foot. Having this smaller sole here, you can actually use the muscles in your feet and also use the nerves in your feet so that you have better control of standing and walking, so that you don't fall or so that you don't start to cause problems other places. Now, this shoe, it happens to be a zero shoe, which I'm an affiliate of, and I love these shoes. This is all I wear. But what you want when you look at any shoe from any place is, first thing you do is take it, can it do that? And if it can't do that, chances are this is not the right shoe for you. Again, you want that wider toe box up here. And this shoe, of course, does not have any arch support in it, nothing like that. This is strictly just the sole here to protect the bottom of my foot. And that's all it does. And that's all you want a shoe to do, because your foot was designed to walk on hard surfaces without arch supports and heel supports and so forth. A final note, when you have heel supports or you have a thicker sole at the heel versus any other part of the shoe, that's going to cause you or force you to walk heel to toe. Dr. Dan Lieberman did a great study on it from Harvard Medical School, and that's what he discovered, is that when you have a built-up heel on a shoe, you're more likely it's going to force you to walk heel to toe. We weren't designed to walk that way, and that was a surprise to me as well. We really want to be able to walk where we push off with the back foot, catch ourselves with the front foot, and when you can do that, now your whole posture stays straight. Next time you're out, look around. Look and see how people walk. Notice when they walk heel to toe, how many times the nose is out in front of their chest versus when they push off with the back foot, catch themselves with the front foot. So if you're trying to fix your posture, start with your shoes. That's the best place to start. If you like this, know someone this can help, please subscribe down below, ring the bell, and don't forget to make comments and ask questions. I'm always happy to respond. I hope you enjoyed this last video. Be sure to click on the video here to my left and enjoy.